Hello, everyone, and how is everyone doing today? My name is Sharise Johnson Moore, and I want to welcome you to the Post Publishing Power Moves Day 15. Now, Day 15 is the day that I sit down and share what the Publish Now What course is all about. Day 15 is the Publish Now What course. I will be discussing with you all of the details, right? So I wanted to say welcome to everyone that is in the place to be. Today we on day 15, behind the course. Inside Publish Now What? Today is day 15. Behind the course, Inside Publish Now What? So we want to go and get all into our, into this. It says, and it is such a pleasure to be sharing this with you. And I wanted to say thank you for joining me today. Hey, authors. Welcome to day 15 of Post Publishing Power Moves. Today's episode is a special one. I'm taking you behind the curtain of my 6-week signature course, Publish Now What? 6-week signature course, Publish Now What? And if you've ever felt that post-publication slumps, the slumps, we have dips and valleys and wondering how to keep your book alive and actually build a career, this is the course. This course is the course. It is the roadmap you've been looking for. Okay? Publish Now What is the course? It is the roadmap to what you've been looking for. So today we're going to go and we're going to talk about this course. Now, of course, we know a course ain't going to be a course without an introduction. I have a really nice introduction for you, and we talk about how the program works. We talk about what you'll actually achieve in the end of the course. Focus on clarity and confidence and concrete action steps. So, it'll involve some homework now. This course will involve some homework, some research, and, get busy with the things that you need to do, beforehand and after your launch, and it is important that you show up in the world confident, invigorated, with your clarity on point. Okay. So then we will go into week one. Week one, module one, where we're talking about a budget overview. Okay. We cannot proceed without talking about the money first. Okay. We have to put a plan together, have to put a financial plan together when we know we're getting ready, we're going to step into this authorship world career. And, we got to be ready, with the finances. Okay. So understanding author expenses and investments. Okay. You have to have an understanding of the author's investment and expenses and how to budget for marketing, events, and the growth of your career. So, right? And then we're going into week two. We're going into week two. Week two, we're going to module 2, which will be the post-publication strategies. Publication strategies. Keeping sales going after the initial launch hype fades out. We do we invited our friends and we had this meeting on Zoom, and you present your book and you read some excerpts, you get some friends together and things like that, and and then everybody in the room that came in the room, they turn around and buy your book on Amazon, in that rush, in that one day, that launch. But what do we do past that launch? How do we keep the momentum going? You got to keep the momentum going. And so, and then we have to have an understanding of evergreen marketing techniques. Evergreen marketing techniques. Okay. Ways to keep your book visible, always on point, always seen, always present, always, I'll say it like this, always in your face. Okay. Always, and sometimes we sometimes we think just, oh, the launch, all right, okay, cool, and I sold the book, now I can move on to something else. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm gonna roll you into how you can roll that into other things beyond this launch. Okay, so then we going into week 3. Now week 3 is module 3, and that's building your author platform. Okay. We got to build that author platform. We got to, hold on to these techniques and hold on to these things that we're doing. Building this author platform it starts with your, establishing your brand and the visibility online and offline. And you gotta, that brand, that means you got the colors, you got font colors, you got the size of the fonts, you got what your website might, what you want it to look like, not just throwing anything together, and how you're going to present yourself in a manner that you are when you offline as well. Okay. Learning in this week of leveraging media. Leveraging media. Yes, leveraging your media and your events and your partnerships. You may want to partner with other authors, how to go about that, things of that nature. How to partner with businesses that may want to become sponsors for your events. I don't want to overload you, but yes, there are other ways where you don't have to keep coming out your pocket with your money. Okay, and we have to learn these strategies. Okay, so and then we go into week 4, module 4. We're going into engaging with your readers, readers. You know, it's a thing of staying connected to the people that have purchased your book and building a community. Staying connected, not just to sell people your book, but become a place where they can, come and gleam, and then you can, sit down with them and have a conversation with them and let them know what's going on and what your next book is, and you can have live Q&As with your community, things of that nature. Really getting into knowing people beyond purchasing that book. Okay, beyond them purchasing your book. And increasing engagement and creating loyal fans. We want to create loyal fans. We have to create loyalty, where they'll be there. You on Facebook, okay, they over there on Facebook. Say you want to go live on TikTok, okay, you over there on live on TikTok, they in your broadcast. You want to keep them in your community, and the community is like family. I call it family. Now I have the More Connection newsletter, right? And I consider those the people that receive my newsletter family. I say More Connection family. Hello, how are you doing today? Things like that. To keep them, interested in what you're doing. How to make your readers your best promoters. Okay, how to make the readers your best promoters. Okay, when you meet people and you start having relationships with your readers, If your readers really like you and understand you and support you, they will share out all your stuff. Okay? They will share out all of your stuff. They will share out things that you did not think that they would share out. Okay? Like maybe your upcoming events, things like that. They'll show up to your book signings, things of that nature. Okay. And they make the best promoters. They promote everything you do. If you spend time with them, you can't just you just can't sell somebody a book and just, all right, okay, thank you, all right, keep moving. You now they're part of your inside people, that have special access to you because they have become loyal fans. Week 5 breaks it down, and the module 5 is beyond the book. Okay, what do you do beyond the book? What do you do beyond the book? What do you do beyond that book, right? And sometimes you may want to, you may beyond, not just selling the book, but you have how to transform the book into like speaking engagements, courses, coaching programs, webinars, things of that nature. More more ideas from one concept. From that one idea of a book to making it into other streams of income. Expanding your mission to make a bigger impact. You know, sometimes we meet different people, meet different authors, travel, things like that. You got to travel in order to, reach the masses, So that is, that's the concept of this course is to, introduction, and you get introduced to the course. Week 1, module 1, budget overview. Week 2, module 2, post publication strategies, and week 3, module 3, building your author platform, and week 4, module 4, engaging with your readers, and week 5, module 5, beyond the book. Okay, so I want to give you, let me see, let me go down here. Let me go here. And then let me go here. I'm going to show you something. I want to show you something. Okay. I want to show you this. So, want to let you know that the course is on Teachable. The course is on Teachable. The course will be on Teachable. If you never heard of Teachable, it is a course builder. You can build your courses on this, on your platform. I mean, on a platform. I'll give you a good example of that. And we'll dive into that in the webinar, of course. Okay, I'm about to share. Let me see. Share the screen. Oh, share. Okay, so this is the introduction of the course. It is on Teachable. Okay, and you get into what it is that the course is about. This is your curriculum. You're published now what? You go into class. You'll be going into your class introduction course, in introduction of the course. It breaks it down for you, everything that you will be receiving in the course, things of that nature. And you also will be having, let me see. in this course, you got some homework. You got homework. Okay. I think, you have homework. You have things, you will have homework in this course. So this is just a glimpse into what you may be receiving. You will be receiving in your course. Okay. So I wanted to let you know this is what the course will look like. But I'm still, I am still doing my thing. Okay. I'm still doing my thing with that. And I wanted to, I've been working on it for a while, and you have to come into the Publish Now What free webinar to see all of it, because that's the only way you're going to see that rest of that course. Okay. It's on Teachable, and I wanted to give you, a glimpse of what the course will look like, behind the scenes type of thing, and so I wanted to let you know that is what's going on behind the course. Okay. You will have homework, you will have PDFs, you will have information. I got a lot of activities for you to do in this course. There is no, oh well, I'm just reading stuff on this. No, you got to do some work. I got some activities for you to do. Some activities, right? So, and this is the pièces de resistance. Okay. So if you are interested in enrolling in the Publish Now What course, you have an early bird special available. Okay, you got an early bird special, early bird special, early bird special. Okay, early bird special, and the early bird special is $147 for 6 weeks course. This course and it was 6 weeks. It's not long. That's like a month and 2 weeks. Okay, 6 weeks. And 147 for the 6 week course. Okay. And I wanted to, it is something that I wish somebody had given me before I published my book and showed me what to do after I published my book. So, I really wish somebody had done that for me, taught me how to really sit down and do all these things before I press this publish button, and giving me the insight after what I will be doing afterwards. Because then nobody, I had to learn everything on my own, and I've traveled, I've done book signings out of town, what's all entailing that. And I want to say this. Anytime you doing anything, you're going to have to create a budget for it. Anytime you're doing anything, you're going to have to create a budget for it. Okay. Now, that's my words of wisdom. My words of wisdom. Okay. Words of wisdom. Okay. If you, want to get most out of your book, and turn it into a thriving platform, this course was designed with you in mind. Join my free Publish Now What free webinar going on through the month of September the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. And each day I will be showing you more of the course of what it entails, what you get, things that you need to know that's in this course. It's 6 weeks, 6 weeks course, 6 weeks. I'm not, I know people are kind of busy, but come on, come on and sit in this webinar. Come on and sit in this free webinar, and then you can get the actual access to see what the whole course will look like. Okay, what it will look like. Okay, I want you to register. The registration link will be it is here on the screen. It's here on the screen, but it will also be in the description box for the YouTube description box. Okay, And if you're ready to talk about any specific author journey questions, I want you to book your free 101 consultation with me. The link will be in the description box as well. Now, so I wanted to say, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. And come on into the Publish Now What free webinar where you will get more details of what this course will look like. Okay, what the course will look like. I want to share everything with you that I have learned over these many years, and some things I had to learn. I had learned a lot of stuff on my own, and I had a coach. Had a coach. Now, if you don't have a coach, you got to get one. Because they will help you avoid the pitfalls. This course can help you avoid the pitfalls of becoming an author, first time author, aspiring author. Even us experienced authors, have had pitfalls before, with the, uh, trying to pick the right company to publish with, and then you're looking around at who to publish with, and things of this nature, and you're trying to figure out how much they're asking for, and how much this person is asking for, this company or whatever. But I believe that authors should control their own IP. That's intellectual properties, okay? Own your own IP, intellectual property. Intellectual property, something that you created, is your property. Okay. All right. So your book is your business. Okay. Your book is your business. So make it fully your business by filing it under your name. Okay. All right. I want to say thank you to everyone coming out. Come out today for a day. For this day now. For this day. We post publishing power moves day 15 behind the course inside Publish Now What. I showed you a little sample what the course looked like. So come on in. Come on in the free webinar, and you will see a full glimpse of what the course will be like. Okay. I hope everyone has had a blessed day, and I want to say thank you to everyone coming in and showing up. All right. And I'll see you next. I'll see you for day 16. Day 16. We still got a hope. We still got this month to do. So we got day 16 coming up next. I'll see you shortly. Bye, babies.